So one thing that you want to do during pregnancy is prepare your pelvic floor for childbirth. So after childbirth, a strong pelvic floor helps to prevent incontinence, and learning how to relax and lengthen your pelvic floor muscles during pregnancy also helps you have an easier birth experience, because if that pelvic floor is able to open and relax, it'll be easier to get baby out versus having like a really taut pelvic floor that's like fighting against the baby coming out. So what do? Okay, so one thing that you can do to help to relax and lengthen the muscles of the pelvic floor and actually help to stretch out the perineum as well, which we definitely want stretched out, is to do a couple of variations of squats, and then one position I'll talk about when you're just kind of relaxing. So one type of squat you want to do is a wide-legged squat, and this is like, imagine the position you would be in if you were riding a horse. So you spread your legs like maybe about like 3 or 4 feet apart, and you just like squat down about a foot, and you really focus on your legs being wide, feeling that lengthening, that stretching. If you feel unstable, definitely do this by a couch or a chair so you can kind of hold on to it as you squat down, and just be in it for, I don't know, 5-10 minutes, whatever you feel comfortable with. If you start to feel any cramping, any discomfort, slowly come out of it. You can do this while you're watching a show. A deep squat can be another really great way to relax, lengthen your pelvic floor muscles and strengthen your legs as well. And this is a deep squat. So to do a deep squat, especially if you're really pregnant, I would encourage you to have a spotter, because we don't want you to get stuck in that deep squat. If you're earlier along in pregnancy and you're not worried about getting stuck, but you still feel a little bit unstable, do this like next to your couch. So again, you can have something to hold on to, and you just lower down all the way, and you can stabilize yourself by putting your hands on the couch, or you can put your hands down in between your legs or behind you. And same thing with the wide-legged squat, just stay in it about 5 to 10 minutes, watch a show. And ideally you're getting into these positions at least a couple times each week, and starting as early as you can, because by consistently getting into these poses, you are going to really help to optimally prepare your pelvic floor and your legs for the birth experience. Okay, something else that's really important is helping to strengthen the pelvic floor and helping to further relax the pelvic floor by doing pelvic floor exercises. So this pretty much is Kegels, but we have one extra step that we're going to focus on. So to do a Kegel, what you do is you like pull up your pelvic floor muscles. And if you're having a hard time like connecting to what that feels like, just momentarily stop the stream of urine when you're peeing. And that's what a Kegel feels like. And don't hold the pee back, then let it go. But to tune into what that feeling feels like. So what you're going to do for the Kegel is you're going to pull up, squeeze those pelvic floor muscles, and then focus on like fully releasing and relaxing those muscles. And that's the thing that's slightly different about this exercise and traditional Kegels. Because with traditional Kegels, you're really just fully focusing on pulling up, and then you release real quick, and then pull up. But again, the main intention is to like focus and tighten. But with this, again, we're putting just as much emphasis on what it feels like to release those pelvic floor muscles, to allow them to expand and soften. And so I really want you to tune into the subtleties of what you need to do to allow that to happen. Maybe you need to release any tension in your belly. Maybe you need to allow your shoulders to sink a bit. Maybe you need to take a few breaths to really allow any and all tension to just flow out of those pelvic floor muscles. And then you do it again, pulling up to help to strengthen those muscles, and then fully release and relax them. You can do about 10 sets of these each day, preferably. The cool thing is you can do these anywhere. Even if you're having a conversation with your boss, do it wherever you want. So those are the two main ways to help to support your pelvic floor. Again, doing the wide-legged squat, the deep squat, and doing those pelvic floor exercises where you pull up and then fully relax. I'm also a really big proponent of seeing a physical therapist after you have the baby, especially somebody that's specifically trained in, supporting your pelvic floor and healing and getting back to this really like strong space. And a physical therapist can help in so many other ways as well after having a baby. All right, let me know if you have any questions about this or anything else about pregnancy, childbirth, or early motherhood in the comments below.